Heartbreaker today. Tough in a lot of ways. Number one, our guys really have had a great week trying to get ready for this game, and I thought we practiced with great energy and effort and focus, and in a lot of stretches of the game, we played well enough to win. But there are still some parts where we're not very smart and we don't execute down the stretch. And it seems to rear its head a little bit on a couple plays, and it's hard for us offensively at times. We just don't have an easy advantage situation, and we've got to create and execute off of our offense really well. And when we don't, we have a hard time scoring. And so when we make mistakes in our execution, it just puts too much pressure on our team, and we're not good enough to be able to have somebody really save us. And so, we're a grinded team, and we have to grind and out execute somebody, and that's going to be challenging in this league. It's hard. I think Miami, we had a great plan. I think we guarded them really well, held them to 62, and I don't know what their percentages were, but we just did a lot of good things. And then give their kids credit. Likes jumps up and makes just some tough shots and good plays, and he's explosive, and so he kind of brings them back. We had a 10-point lead, and we lose it in about a minute and a half. And then the rest of the game is just back and forth fighting, and we had a couple blunders there that cost us, and they were able to capitalize. Vasilievic's three was high level, just in a high level step back left three from 23 feet or whatever it was to give them the 3-point lead, and that was really ended up being too much for us to overcome.
There were times, especially early, when I thought the ball movement was as good as I've seen it all year, making the extra pass, finding the guy.
Yeah, I thought we worked really hard on our offense for 4 days because we obviously didn't play very well against Yale. I thought we got tentative against Yale, and some of that is the youth of our team. Our guys are still trying to know that they can make big plays, and in the Yale game we didn't. Nobody really stepped up. We didn't have a guy step up and make shots. There wasn't a guy we could go to. We tried, but it wasn't working. So we made a couple of adjustments for this game. I thought it worked. As you mentioned, I thought we did get great ball movement. I thought we had good rhythm and timing. Then they made an adjustment within the game, and and it bothered us for 6 or 8 minutes. We kind of got into halftime and were able to make some more adjustments for us, and then I thought the second half offense was good. Gave us a chance to win the game. We had the 10-point lead, and we just gave it away, and they made some big shots. But this is, it's work for us right now, and when we don't do all the little things really well, it's a struggle for us to win.
How difficult is it when you got to make sure that the guys are getting rest and they're where you need them at the end of the game, but then you got a 10-point lead, but you got to give Amir some time? How difficult is that to make that decision when you got that momentum right there?
Yeah, it is. It's incredibly hard. It's incredibly hard. And we took him out for a minute and a half, maybe, and it didn't work. But he can't play the whole way. He can't finish it from there. He's a guy that needs a break every once in a while. He just does, and most guys are that way. He's playing a big physical position. They're ball screening, so he's out there guarding it at 25 feet, because if you don't, Likes and Vasilievich are shooting it in. You're asking him to run down to the other baseline, so he's got to go baseline to baseline. He's got to be physical on screening action and blocking out and playing post defense and post on offense. And at times we haven't been able to get enough productivity off the bench to kind of hold the fort, and that's kind of what happened for a little while. But we also had some poor play again at guard. Just very bad decision making that we just keep coaching it. We just got to keep coaching better because we're making some blunders at the end, and it's hard because these kids they've just been fighting. We basically have 8 or 9 guys every game, and so they're giving us a lot, and it's hard when you're not getting the reward. But you got to get back at it.
Do you hope to get some of these guys back soon?
Yeah, Kayvon, I hope is back right away. He just strained a calf 2 days ago. We thought there was a chance he could go, but just couldn't go this morning. And I still don't know about Chase and Alex and Jonathan Bear. It's going to be a little bit longer until we find out about them.
You mentioned the young people make mistakes at the end. That Dawes, when he committed that foul, you're up 2. But you saw Amir go over and kind of talk to him. And what does it say about him and trying to lead these young guys?
Yeah, he's really trying. That's what we're asking a lot of him. It's good to have Clyde back because Clyde can help with that. Obviously, Jonathan, Clyde, and Amir are really our 3 returners. Jonathan hadn't really played, and he hasn't been out there much. But getting Clyde back helps a lot because we haven't. There's just so much on Amir's shoulders right now, and Hunter Tyson and John Newman and those guys, even Curran Scott and Tevin Mack, like they got enough on their plate just getting their games in a good place. For all these guys, Curran and Tevin, it's 2 fifth-year guys trying to learn a new system and how we do things, and some of it's different and some of it's similar, and but there's a lot to, there's times they're playing well and there are times they're not playing well, and so it's really hard to then kind of be a supplementary great leader when you're really not playing as well as you would like to. You still got to deal with yourself, and so it's put a lot on Amir. And hopefully Clyde being back, that should help in terms of kind of leadership and just taking a little bit more off his plate.
Any more questions?
Thank you, Coach.
Coach, appreciate
Happy
it.
New Year.
Same to you, buddy.